Hi everyone. Today we are going to talk about AI, GenAI, and all the buzzwords that we're hearing in the market nowadays. And our talk would be more confined to product management and how does it impact the everyday work of a product manager to be specific. But before getting into that detail, we need to understand what exactly the AI. We would like to draw the persona for different users in the market we have. Before we get into that, we need to draw the analogy with the common person. What does AI mean, and how does the common person we meet every day, be a technical or non technical, how does he understand the AI by definition? So let's get started. So, first of all, AI talks about artificial intelligence, wherein we are making it a machine to feed with the intelligence explicitly. That means artificially. We are making it learn. Intelligence, we are making it learn so that it comes to near the understanding of a human brain. However, there are some limitation with the current implementation of the Gen AI. We'll be talking about that same in the next few minutes. Before that, I would like to talk about the medium blog that I've already created. So this medium blog I'll be sharing at the end of the discussion. However, the perspective that we are going to cover in this talk and in the forthcoming few session and the detail that I've discussed will be discussing in through the medium blog and other example would be confined more to the understanding of the Gen AI and also the traditional AI or classical ML that we talk about, where we'll be talking about the basic native implementation of ML and what were the limitation. How does it evolve over a period of time? It started with classic ML algorithm like KNN algorithm, classification, regression. Then it came to RNN. Then there was some limitation for the sequential generation of the tokens. We'll be talking about that in the forthcoming discussion. However, here I'm trying to convey that we'll be starting with the forthcoming playlist where we'll be first talking about the evaluation and the limitation. How does GenAI came into the picture before we get into understanding its implementation from the perspective of product manager. Why we are covering product manager to be specific here? Because my agenda is I would like to understand your people point of view as well as I would like to talk about across across a wide range of audiences. Be a person who is a business user, be a salesperson, be a technical person. So the product manager is someone who has a fusion of who is a meld of all these three different areas who need to talk about with the sales on everyday basis, need to talk about with the engineering, need to understand how a value can be added, how an innovation can be done, not only from the technical perspective but from the business perspective on the whole. So we'll be talking about from the perspective of the revenue generation and the other metrics that the product manager use on everyday basis. But it won't be very much confined for product management, but we'll be talking about it on the generic perspective, be it for salesperson or a common person or a developer. So we would like to ensure that the talk that we do in the forthcoming playlist would be addressing most of the queries for people from the different segments. Thanks for being there. We'll be talking soon in the forthcoming playlist. Thanks a lot.